Just a little bit late. I am streaming public today. We are public. We're actually showing the accelerator advanced. So just giving you guys a heads up. We did show up advanced yesterday and even showed accelerator. We're going to show it in public right now. Obviously, you can't ask questions unless you're part of that memberships. But we had a lot of things we did in the advanced, really good stuff I want to cover if we have time. But definitely check it out because I know we have 15 minutes today, and I will prioritize the foundation. So every 4:30 there is, I like to call it the Minus Academy, the Minus AI Foundation show. So I'm gonna go daily, Monday to Friday, and just show this and helping people teach you how to use ChatGPT. I'm like, I should have the intro video, but I gotta figure this out. I know I'll figure this out eventually. So once again, we are public. I'm just making my actual profile one live now. Ooh. Okay, let me see here. Drum roll right there. GPT. Yes, there you go. So now my things are showing live right now. Okay. All right, so here we go. So we are the AI. So today what we're going to cover is if you join the AI, I have an ebook. So if you join if you go to 414 AI Challenge com www.414aichallenge.com. It is my part of my VIP. I know we're not doing the AI challenge yet, but I'm showing you how to wait to get the book before I create the click funnel. If you sign up here and to the VIP, you will get access to this book. But I'm actually teaching it almost daily now. But there's the QR code for that, and then of course somewhere around this video is a link to my newsletters. If you want to know anything about Kingdom and AI, you can do that. Okay. So today's focus, we'll try to do three chapters, chapter 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Today we're going to talk about providing context. When you're using ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is just software and it's good to have context. And chapter 5, we'll talk about the concept of breaking down the desired output in a series of steps. So whether you're creating a GPT or you're using this, understanding how to use ChatGPT properly is key. This one, I like this one because it's important to break it down before you go some big prompt before you do that so that you know where it's going wrong. And chapter 6 is you can even ask ChatGPT on how to create the prompt better. Okay, so let's get to it. In the providing context, in the example here, I did say determine what context is relevant to your prompt. Okay, instead of just asking ChatGPT, this is where it really shines. Once again, ChatGPT is a jack of all trades and can be a master of one. This is where it really shines. When you provide the persona, like chapter 1, and in this case, chapter 4, when you give it context, it really shines. So if you go a simple one here of suggest dinner recipes, very generic, no context whatsoever, and you just say suggest dinner recipes, you get a generic answer, right? Sure, I can suggest a variety of dinner recipes for you, a wide range, include a mix of meat-based, vegetarian, vegan options. Here's some ideas: classic chicken parmesan, vegan chickpea curry, beef and broccoli stir fry. It's like when I talk to Azmina, my wife, and I'm like, just give me context so I can understand what's going on. So generic jack of all trades answers versus when you say, as a vegetarian who loves Italian cuisine, suggest creative dinner menu for a family get together. And now when you do this, and you say, hey, as a vegetarian who loves Italian cuisine, suggest a creative dinner menu for a family get together. And now the responses are way better. Now you're going to get exactly what you're looking for, because you're looking for vegetarian, you're looking for Italian, and you want something creative for a family get together. So there you go. Now you got an appetizer, you got a main course, you got a side. It's still building it right now, which is so amazing. Okay, so let me just do it here. Okay, that's in public. And now you got the dessert, and wow, there you go. Now you got the suggestion. And notice this is not even a recipe, right? Because the words matter. But now the difference between suggested dinner recipe to giving it context, the output is better. Now let's go. I'm going a little bit fast. We'll do this tomorrow as a test run as well. Chapter 5, break down the desired output into a series of steps, right? Because I'm like, hey, I suggested as a vegetarian, suggest a menu. This is just a dinner menu. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a recipe. So in this case, even if you say, let's say we change this word, right now we're going to say, as a vegetarian who loves Italian, suggest a creative dinner menu and recipe. See how I'm combining menu and recipe together, but like now you don't know what you're going to get. Are you going to get a menu or are you going to get a recipe? Okay, so here's the description. Here's the main course. Still a menu. Notice I said dinner menu and recipe. So is it doing the menu first and then bam, a little bit of recipe? But notice in the appetizer, it did not give the recipe. And that's why chapter 5, break it down like an output into a series of steps. So like just in this case, give me the recipe, give me a recipe for the appetizer. So I would say I'll just break it down. I'll say, as a vegetarian who loves Italian food, says, suggest a creative dinner appetizer menu and recipe for a family get together for 9 people. This is like my family. I got 7 children, right? So there you go. As a vegetarian who loves Italian cuisine, suggest a creative dinner appetizer menu and recipe. This is now I'm focusing on just on appetizer. Okay, I'm breaking it down. This is a vegetarian Italian theme get together, just an appetizer, zucchini roll up with herb, goat cheese, and roasted red pepper. Oh my God, this sounds so good. Where now it's breaking it down. Now that's the menu. There you go. You got the recipe. Here's the ingredients. It tells you what to get, what's the ingredients. It tells you for the filling. It gives you the instructions. Now you're getting something better. And now while that's firing off, I can fire off now the main course, right? Now I'm breaking it down, getting better response. As Vegetarian loves Italian, I suggest a creative dinner. Oh, that's not what I want. Where is it? Right, you can copy and paste. So copy all this. Okay, and then put it in. And then now instead of appetizers, I want dinner main course. Okay, this is done for the appetizer. Now I want the main course. There you go. So as you're breaking it down, it's just better. Like you should get a better output. Notice that sometimes you get response 1, response 2. Your choice will make ChatGPT better. Look at that. I got 2 response. Do I want lasagna, butternut, squash, and sage lasagna? Looks exactly similar. Here's the instructions, right? The butternut squash filling. Okay, which one do I like more? Okay, the instructions are there. Now you're training ChatGPT. Which is the better? I don't know. I'm not a Italian cook guide, but sometimes this pops out where you can choose your training ChatGPT. What do you want better? Okay, I'm just looking at it. I'm just eyeballing it. There's ingredients. It looks almost exactly the same. I'm just gonna pick the one that's just more instructions, just more detailed. In this case, I just picked the left one. So there you go. I picked the left one. So now I think that's it. The main course, here's the left one. You got a nice menu, butternut squash and sage lasagna, the ingredients, the instructions. And lastly, then I'll take some questions. Chapter 6, ask ChatGPT for advice on how to prompt it better. Literally just say, literally straight copy and paste in there like that. Copy. And then I'll be like, ask ChatGPT for advice on how to prompt it better. So I can just say, can you help me create the prompt above better. Literally, just say, hey, can you help me create the prompt above better? There you go. No problem, Olga. I see you. Thank you for dropping in. So here we go. Certainly to enhance the creativity, I just said, can you help me create the prompt above better? Right. So obviously now it's not helping me with the prompt. Actually, butternut squash and sage lasagna main course, right? So obviously that's not what I want. Can you help me create a better prompt to ask you uh to ask you, help me create a better prompt to ask you. There you go. Right, crafting a clear detailed prompts. You notice how he was doing something with the recipe. Literally now I'm asking ChatGPT, look at this. Look at this, is crazy. So now I'm planning a vegetarian Italian dinner for a family gathering at night, including kids and adults. I want the meal to be special and a bit upscale, but still approachable for everyone. Look at this. This is like husband and wife speak. So clear and cut and super clear. Can you suggest a creative appetizer and a main course, and not only vegetarian, but also highlight seasonal ingredients? Also, if there are any make ahead components, could you point those out? Look at that. Make ahead of components, as I'd like to manage my time effectively in the day of the event. This is amazing, ChatGPT. Now it's telling you, hey, you want your prompt to be better? Give the number of people, give the dietary preference. It sounds like, when you go in the plane, what kind of meal you want, the tone of the meal. Do you want it special, upscale, yet approachable, interest in seasonal ingredients? This is amazing. I like this piece. I request for time saving tips. And then when you do that, there you go. Chapter 6 done. We're supposed to do only chapter 5 today. So we might have some special additional class. All right. I'm going to open up the questions. I really, really like that. You can go raise up your Zoom hands. Using ChatGPT, once again, all we did was learning how to provide context. Chapter 5 was breaking it down in the desired output into a series of steps. And I really like this one. Ask ChatGPT on how to prompt it better. In this case, what I asked was, can you help me create a better prompt to ask you? And guys, if you want more of this, as I take on questions, I should have done this at the start. And then the end, if you want more of our AI newsletters, feel free to sign up here. There you go. Look, that's 29 of you signing up already. That is so cool. Here's the QR code. You can just scan this and join us, guys, as we learn about AI and as we learn about kingdom and how to use AI to advance God's kingdom. I'm going to go take some questions now. If you can raise up your Zoom hands or post in the chat, let me know. Any questions, Misty, Amerindia, Dove, Rita, Johnson, Gary, Claudia, Shireen? It's good to see you guys. Thank you for dialing in. Guys, I'm going to keep on talking while you're thinking of a question. Really, my eyes really opened up with what Pedro's doing with the 414 challenge. I really feel like there will be crisis left, right, and center. And learning how to use ChatGPT to provide quick solutions during this crisis can benefit you and people around you. And I believe that you put that together, those two key components. Last year, 4 years ago, March 2020, a lot of people lost their job, lost their church, lost their business, lost their marriages, lost their children, lost their life, lost themselves. This year, 2024, March, we got AI. Are you kidding me? That with Holy Spirit. Obviously, you need to have internet. Make sure you have internet. Make sure you have a backup power source. You can use ChatGPT to do that. For instance, I think I use ChatGPT. I can use this is so cool. My car battery is my backup power to my Starlink internet. I have an inverter that can convert my van and my car, convert that electricity down inside my house. I can use my Starlink. I'm like, hey, I need more power. What do I need to do? So all of that. All right. So I'm gonna take some questions. Here we go. Go ahead, Gary.
My first question, Oren, was how would you create a prompt to ask ChatGPT to more define, say, my who?
Okay, that's a very good question. You can get creative. That's why I did a sample one defining your who. That's why there's a new feature of ChatGPT. If you guys have it, definitely turn it on. it'll get you to know your who, especially if you're if you're really using it. It's called the memory and new controls. Some of you have it, some of you don't. None of my GPTs have it. If you go to your settings and if you see personalization, you have it. The more it knows about you, like the more you interact it, right? Like my suggestion, Gary, is you would talk to ChatGPT and just give as much information as you can, right? Here you can say, take on the persona of um of a micro niche expert. Start off with that. I need you to help me. I need your help for me to discover my who or my micro niche. Maybe ask me a, a, a bunch of questions, right? There you go. So I said, take a personal micro niche expert, giving it context. I'm like, I need your help for me to discover my who or my micro niche. Maybe ask me a bunch of questions. And now it's gonna ask you these questions: your interests, your passions, your professional skills and experience, problems you love to solve, communities you belong to, unique perspectives, hobbies and leisure activities, trends and needs, feedback from others, combining interests, future vision. You start feeding this to ChatGPT, Gary, and then you're like, what's my who right now? Right. So for instance, let's use yours. What is your interest and passion? Um, what's your interest and passion, Gary?
For the survival products, I guess you would call it emergency preparedness information slash products.
Or survival products, right? And try to do one thing at a time. And then as you keep building it, there you go. So we have one. And then maybe what is your professional skills and experience? But like, see how it's getting you now, right? So it's even teaching you how to go specific on the survival products, right? It's broad.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's what I teach. Well, I got this from Pedro, 7 layers deep, 7 layers of micro niche. It's saying what survival products, specific segments you're more interested of. For example, are you drawn more to urban survival tools, wilderness survival gear, disaster preparedness kits, or survival training? So there you have it, Gary, as a starting point. And then even here, target who do you see as your primary audience within the niche within the survival products? Are you aiming for seasoned survivalists and outdoor enthusiasts, or families looking at home emergency preparedness, or individuals interested in self-sufficiency, or another group? But Gary, the more you use this, especially for the crisis that's happening right now, oh my goodness, you figure that out. You go online, you start creating creating GPT, create reels. I like watching some of them. I've seen, Gary, for instance, I watch there's a training of how to use your gun in your house. I don't know if you've seen that. Like they specialize.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, if there was a burglar that comes in your house, they teach you. They set up the whole warehouse. Right, this is what you do. Like for instance, you don't stick your hand out in the door because they'll grab your hand door. Like that's amazing. You go like whatever. It's so cool. But when you provide that solution, so Gary, that's a starting point. Let me give you in the prompt. I'll give you the prompt here. Just interact with Chat GPT piece by piece, and I'm telling you, with Holy Spirit, here's the QR code. You will find that. And then my finals, because I want to give other people time for them to ask their questions. Just pick one, Gary. I think the problem with the body right now is it's actually the enemy. He's just providing confusion, like cryptos, AI, survival. Am I an intercessor? Am I a pastor? Just pick one. You pick one, and when you pick one, and then you run with it, Gary, and you're like, and my suggestion, at least 3 to 7 weeks. Don't just pick one and you're like, I don't like this. And you're like, I'm gonna go to the next one. Pick one, commit at least maybe 7 weeks. Commit, like I'm saying, hardcore commit. I'm doing this for the next 7 weeks. Lord, and bouncing it off counselors, bouncing it off ChatGPT, bouncing it off Holy Spirit, and go and run with it. And then at least if that's not the one, you're gonna go to the next one, and at least it's that no time is wasted because all that focus and attention you got that you'll get. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get that skill. What the body of Christ is doing wrong is, oh, I didn't go viral. Oh, I didn't get the money. Oh, this and that. They're doing it for people. They're doing it for money. Do it for yourself. Do it that you carry something. Just pick one, Gary, and watch it fly. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. I'm just gonna give some time to Claudia. That's good, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. Good question. All right. Go ahead, Claudia. Unmute. Hey, Claudia. All right. I don't know if you're there, Claudia. Unmute. Okay. Let me know if you're there, Claudia. I did try to unmute you a bunch of times. While we're waiting for Claudia, guys, there. Or did she? Well, that's why we lost her. She got dropped off. Guys, there she is again. Hey, Claudia, are you there? You should get to see a prompt that says "ask to unmute." So, because I'm trying to unmute you, but I can't. All right, I'm gonna give you the ability to unmute yourself. Go ahead, Claudia. You should be able to unmute yourself now. Are you there, Claudia? Unmute. Okay. Let me know. You should be able to unmute yourself, Claudia. While we're waiting for Claudia, guys, big favor. I showcased publicly Humberto right now. I believe Humberto has the ability to go viral with his Bible app. We did, please watch my advanced class today. We discovered stuff. I'm not going to go through it, but one of them is one word, one word GPTs, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm number 5. Number 5 in my Bible app. I just called it one word. Um, we want to bump Humberto to 200 plus. I don't know if she has 150 or 170 or 100. I believe Humberto's can beat all of this. So as an ask from Minus Academy and as your leader, I highly suggest, please, guys, bump him up, give him ratings, um, use his GPT because we want to bump him up. I believe his GPT will blow up. So a Bible start a Zaddy superhero Bible. Here's his GPT. I want us to push him to 200. Claudia, try to jump out and jump back in or a different one. I already enabled everybody to be able to unmute themselves. So while we're waiting for Claudia, here's the QR code, guys. Please. I know foundations is, let's see the foundations. Let's see, we have Kingdom AI Foundation. So we have at least, drum roll, 46 members. Let's bump Mr. Humberto with Azani Bible. And here's his QR code. Use it 6 times, 6 prompts, and you can give a feedback. Give a feedback. Let's bump him to the 200 plus. I believe, right? So here it is. Watch us advance. One word GPT names. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I see now, Claudia. Let me finish this real quickly. So right now, all of this, I believe, including mine, I believe Humberto can beat my Bible GPTs. This is just a lot of fun. So please, let's bump him to 200 plus. I know he can, this French person, these other 2 ones, we can bump him ahead of this. So if we can bump him, that will be great. Once again, here he is. Oops. The Azani. Right? So you just type in Azani Bible. That's him right there. 100 plus. I know we can bump him to 200 plus. Here's the QR code. Interact 6 times. Give him a 5-star. Give him an email. Give him your own feedback, and that'd be great. All right, Claudia, go ahead. Are you there, Claudia?
Hey, I'm
There you go.
okay. Did you hear that Google Chat GPT turned everybody black?
Google ChatGPT to everybody black.
Mm-hmm.
Google, or when you say Google,
Google Chat GPT.
you mean, oh, so you mean if you put it in the search engine, or
I I just heard that well, I trust the person who they were saying that Google had lost a lot of money because their Chat GPT made everybody African American.
so you mean the Google Gemini?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can use Google Gemini. I haven't heard anything about that. So Google Gemini, you said turn everybody black.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of it. Google's woke image generator shows the limitations of AI. Let's see. Is that everybody's black? Maybe. I don't know. Um, got it wrong. Missing the mark. I don't know. Maybe it's because most of their people are, African American. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying a glitch in the Chat GPT and the way that it interacted. But that gave. I just heard someone say that who was very credible. They don't generally pass on unsubstantiated gossip. And I was just wondering if that
Yeah, I haven't heard of
Never
it.
heard that.
I know I'm zero in the advanced class today. We did cover Google's fight with ChatGPT with Elon Musk, so that's another drama that's happening. I feel like as the same thing, right? Obviously, it's good to know the information, but if it's not helping us to keep building and keep pushing through, let's not try not to get distracted and try to avoid the shiny squirrel syndrome as much as possible. But let me know, Claudia. Thank you for that information. I'll see it and then post it as well, your findings, but let me know. Obviously, with what's happening, copyright, trademark, the infringement, the suing. But guys, let's not get just like TV, just like the internet. The purpose of this is just like the Roman road, where the gospel could be out there and we can get our solutions out there for what we're about to do. Okay.
Good point.
Thank you, Claudia. But do let me know in the link if that. All right, guys. So once again, in this once here is the Kingdom AI Foundation. Kingdom. Oh, my form for my newsletters. Go ahead, sign up. Here's the QR code if you want to know more. And I think we're gonna do this daily, 4:30. Tomorrow, we're gonna break out into rooms. We're gonna help out our members. If you want to join us, email the email that you're gonna get from this newsletter. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same channel for 4:30. And for the foundation members, um, let us know. Let us know. So I'm gonna stop the broadcast. I'm gonna talk to the foundation members briefly as well. All right. Bye everyone on the public, and I'll talk to the foundation members